Welcome back to our Beyond the Blue series where I pretty much just go through and talk about Chelsea FC, the club that I support. And so today we're going to be talking about transfers that happened, some summer updates, and the start of the Enzo Maresca tenured. So I would say, they just started. The first team is back reporting. Those who are not in the Euros and those who weren't on holiday, they are starting to report back. They had the first training session a couple days ago. It's good to see Reece James, Gusto, all those other guys out there. And I'm going to talk about the transfers here in a second and just give my opinion about what I think about everything. And yeah, let me know. Leave a comment down below what you think, how you're feeling as a Chelsea fan. What do you expect our season to be next year? And yeah, I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say. So first off, looking at some new pickups that Chelsea have grabbed. Tolson, I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name because it's just not going to happen. From Fulham, I think they got him for free as well. Solid center back, has played in the Premier League for at least 3 seasons now, and I'm excited to see what he has to do. I think that adds center back depth at that position, and with some guys potentially leaving, with some guys like Thiago Silva leaving, I think that provides a big help there. Premier League vetted center back, and he could potentially be a starter if we need to, or because of the position, this formation that Enzo Maresca is going to be playing or using with inverted center backs, he'll be or wing backs, he'll be very needed and necessary. So that guy from Fulham is a pretty good pickup in my opinion. We also had Ian Maxson get sold to Aston Villa, $47 million pounds. I'm going to be interchanging those two, so don't kill me in the comments for that. Ian Maxson gone for just under $50 million. I think that's a good sold from Chelsea. I think we need to make some money anyway, and picking up Ian Maxson isn't bad whatsoever. Or selling Ian Maxson to Aston Villa isn't bad for $50 million at all. He had an outstanding season at Dortmund. I think Dortmund offered 37 million. I think that's what it was, 35 million. And Aston Villa came in with a little bit more, and I think it's a good pickup for Aston Villa as well. So sad to see him go, but that's not bad at all. We got a lot of left backs there. I mean, the question is, would we have rather seen Ben Chilwell or Marc Cucurella gone instead of Ian Maxson? I don't think so. I think Marc Cucurella, just going to talk about this, has had the most outstanding Euros this season. He's been the best left back in Europe right now, and arguably in the world. So great to see him come back to Chelsea. Great to see him. I think he'll probably end up starting over Ben Chilwell. Chilwell, he may even see himself out the door as well. You never know before the end of the window closes. But I want to talk about a guy that we missed, and I'm kind of happy we missed on him. Michael Olise. He ended up going to Bayern Munich for I think over $50 million. I didn't want us to spend that much money on a winger as well, anyway, and so I'm glad that that Chelsea missed out on him. So I mean, listen, I think we need to pick and choose where we spend our money and send our money to. I don't want us to sit here and waste $50 million on. I'm not saying Michael Olise is awful. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever. I'm just saying I just don't want us to be spending money for no reason, if that makes sense. And so I know Chelsea. There's a lot of names that Chelsea are pushing for. I know Nico Williams he's having an outstanding Euros as well. I don't see us going to pick up a winger. I just don't see us. I think we just spent over $50 million for the wonder kid Brazilian guy from what is it, Estevano Williams. Picked him up for over $50 million. I think after add-ons. 8-year deal. I think he'll come over next year. Is when his reign will begin in Stamford Bridge, I think. And so that's a good pickup for Chelsea as well. This kid's incredible at 17 in the Brazilian League, or 18, wherever he is. He's played so well, and so hopefully he can bring that over to Stamford Bridge. And to comment on the wing play right now, it's funny to think about it that we still. It looks like Sterling's gonna stay. Like I called for him to leave the entire summer, but it looks like he's gonna stay. So I don't know what that is about, but Sterling to stay at Chelsea so far anyway. Omar Clayman is coming over from Aston Villa, $20 million, 6-year deal. I don't really know much about this guy. Kind of younger as well. I think he's in his early 20s, and so hopefully there's a future here for him. But yeah, Chelsea also have signed Mark Gui. I don't know. $6 million release clause from Barcelona. Another young wonder kid. I think they're gonna actually send him out on loan. So that'll be good for him in a couple years to really find his feet. But if they don't send him out on loan, keep him at Stamford Bridge, I think that'll be good too. I heard his work rates are very high. I mean, and it also, like, when you look at it, we have so many midfielders that I'm looking at right now. Like, looking at this team, like, there's a lot of depth in the squad, and I am not mad about that whatsoever. Like when I'll name the team that we have right now, but yeah, I'll name that here in a second. So continue with some transfers. Lewis Hall, $28 million, sold him permanently to Newcastle. I think that was bound to happen. Like, the amount of left backs that we have right now are just that we had anyway, with Ian Maxson, with Mark Cucurella, with Ben Chilwell, with Lewis Hall. I think we had to outfloat a couple of them, so not bad at all. Not a bad sale at all for $28 million. Omar Hutchinson, $22 million to Ipswich. He's been there. He was there last year. That helped him get up into the Premier League, and I think that's just an easy thing. Sold. I mean, we didn't need him. I think the amount of midfielders and cams that we have is good enough for us to let him walk. Speaking of letting walk, Ziyech to Galatasaray is gone. He's gone on a permanent now, finally, after failing to get gone last year. We have Chelsea has signed Dewsbury-Hall, £38 million, or dollars, I guess. I don't know. Not a bad signing. A lot of midfielders, which to me was very interesting when I saw that we did push to get him signed. I mean, like, it looks like we've signed two midfielders in Mark Gui and now Dewsbury-Hall. So I don't know. Listen, he played very, very, very well in the system under Enzo Marchetti last year at Leicester. So he understands the system. He understands formation. He understands what he would want him to do. So I mean, that's a plus, I guess. But also we have the likes of Conor Gallagher, the likes of Enzo Fernandez, Moise Caicedo. Like, we have those guys as our core sixes and eights, and so we have to figure out who's going to be in the team and who's not going to be in the team. And so I'm excited to see what that looks like. I don't know what it's going to look like, but no, why not? They also signed a Portuguese kid, left-footed, Renato Viega, $15 million from Basel. I mean, not bad. I think this could be someone that fits the system that Enzo really wants, and I think he fits the system that he wants, and so that's why I think they went after and got this kid. $15 million, not bad. I mean, right now we're making pretty good money and making some good transfers and selling some right now, and that's just what it's been. But I want to name off the first team. What's currently there anyway. At the goalkeeper position, we got Robert Sanchez, Petrovic, and Batelli. And then defenders, like, it looks like Fofana's gonna be ready for first team play this year. Thank God, after not playing. I don't think he played at all. Maybe 3 games last season. And so Fofana, that's a great to see Wesley Fofana back. We got Desai, who's still there. I don't know where he's gonna go. He's big, stocky guy. We'll see if they do him at center back or put him outside like Mauricio Pochettino did last year. Like I said, Tolson's in. We have Chilwell or Colwell is there. Levi Colwell. Chilwell is also there. Correa, Mark Gusto, Reece James. So I mean, a nice foundation of players and center backs and outside backs. Midfield, I mentioned a couple of them: Caicedo, Fernandez, Conor Gallagher, Lieva, who I hope is fit this year as well. Dewsbury-Hall, who is now in as well. Santo, who's also in the team. So, I mean, there's a bunch of guys here who can control that midfield. It's just about which ones work and which ones don't. And so, I mean, in attackers, Raheem Sterling still there. Mikhailo Mudryk, who I very high on. Cole Palmer, obviously high on. Madueke, very high on. Needs him to mature a little bit. But yeah, still very high on Madueke, and Cuckoo, Nicholas Jackson, and that is it. And so, I mean, when I look at this team, here's my thing. And I know there's people talking, or there's been reports that Christian Nkunku's going to play the 9 this year. He played the 9 at Leipzig, and so like obviously he can play it in England. Like I don't understand the question marks around that, and I don't understand people's frustration. And so, yeah, let the kid play the 9. I think he can play the 9 with ease. And he just it would help us because it wouldn't have to have him cemented at a either outside position, left wing, right wing, where I think should be Mikhailo Mudryk on the left, Madueke on the right, and then and Cuckoo at the 9 position. And so, get him out of the midfield. We can add in. We can throw the other guys into the midfield. He doesn't need to be there. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think. Like, talking about training a little bit. Gusto here winning the beep test. Big ups him. Hopefully we can be fit this season. Chelsea went and got a brand new medical staff, and so that's good as well. So I'm excited to see what that looks like. I'm excited to see what this club looks like and this squad can do in the preseason. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. I'll be your host, Davion. This has been the postgame. Peace.